from San Francisco. We're here for the week because Cameron's company flew him out here to get him onboarded, and so he'll be doing his first week of orientation here in SF. And I'm just here for the ride. We checked into our hotel and we took an Uber to downtown SF, and we're at Pier 39 to see the cool sea lions. Last time when Christy and I were here, all of the I don't know, rafts or whatever, they were completely filled with the sea lions, but there's only like 2 or 3 that actually had a bunch of sea lions on them, but still really cool. Some of them were like fighting each other. But anyways, today we don't have that much more time today, but we're basically just gonna walk around Fisherman's Wharf. We're gonna go to Ghirardelli Square, and hopefully we'll also go to the Musée Mécanique. The Musée Mécanique is a collection of antique coin-operated arcade games. Some of these games were over 100 years old, and it was almost like traveling back in time and becoming a kid again. And the best part of this was that a lot of these games are only 25 cents or even only 50 cents, so it was super affordable and really fun. You need practice. Last time I was here, there were some free samples, so I'm gonna see if we can try to get some chocolate. Couldn't find any free chocolate. We're now on the way to Lombard Street just to take a look, and we are going to climb this big hill. You can't really tell from this angle, I guess, but it's a big hill. We're on Lombard Street. It's hard to tell what this looks like. There's a car behind me. From a rainy day in San Francisco. I'm on the ferry right now on the way to Alcatraz, and I'll just be hanging out alone today. I just finished the little tour of the island and the cell house. We first went into the dungeon, which is below ground, and they would keep inmates there for like 14 days in like complete darkness. Like, cannot see a single thing. The lady actually turned the lights off so that we can have a little glimpse of what that would look like. It's really intense. And then I took the audio tour to actually go around the cell house. We visited the library and the dining hall and the different cells and everything. Learned a lot about the history of Alcatraz in general, like how it was first kind of built as a fort to protect the gold and silver mining and stuff like that. But then there wasn't really much to protect, and then it turned into a military prison. And then it also had like indigenous people who refused to, have their children go to those residential schools. And then it turned into a supermax, where like maximum security prison, really famous people were kept here, like Al Capone, and yeah, so maximum security, I guess. So I got back to the city from Alcatraz, and I would say that visiting Alcatraz was really nice. It was very informative, learned a lot, but it's really pricey. Like, the ticket included the ferry ride to and from, and of course the admission into the park. But it was like 47 USD, which is like really expensive in my opinion. But anyways, it's still good to do, you know, while we're here. I definitely wouldn't do it like more than once. But anyways, I'm now walking to the ferry building. I think I'll just like hang out there for a little while, take a rest. Woo! And then my plan is to walk to Chinatown, just walk around there as well, maybe grab a snack or something. And then I also want to walk to Japantown. These Waymo cars are everywhere. They're driverless, which is kind of cool. Speaking of transport, since we arrived on Sunday, and today's Wednesday, I've only been into the city twice, on Sunday and today. That's because Cameron's company is based in South San Francisco, which is not that far from a distance perspective, but to get here by public transport, it would take an hour and a half, which is crazy, or it would cost $30 USD to take an Uber from there to the city. And so on Monday and Tuesday, I basically just like hung around the area, stayed at the hotel mostly, because I was doing like interview stuff anyways, and I was like tired, and you know, I've been to San Francisco before, so I'm not like super in a rush to do stuff. But yeah, I just haven't been going in and out of the city that much. Outside, and I just walked a few blocks to Trader Joe's in hopes to get something for the next 2 dinners. Okay, I'm eyeing some simple things to boil, so maybe some dumplings. There's also soup dumplings, lots of options. Okay, here's my little haul. Getting some beef and broccoli, some dumplings, all this like interesting fried rice with beef and kimchi, and some vegetable kimbap. Hello, it is another South San Francisco day, so I'm not going into the city. I just did an interview, and I'm just gonna, you know, hang out around this area. This area is like not cute. Like, it's super corporate, kind of like reminds you of like Mississauga, where there's just a bunch of like glass buildings that are just very homogeneous and all spread out. It's not like cool in a tech kind of way. It's just, yeah, there's not much happening in this area. I am going on a little adventure. I'm just walking to Cameron's office, basically. I'm not going to bother him or anything, but I'm just trying to get out and enjoy some sunshine. Yesterday, it was raining pretty much all day, and it just, I don't know, it just wasn't great. I visited a bunch of places that I thought would be more interesting, but it really wasn't, and it was just, the weather was not nice either, but I'm trying to soak up the sunshine. It's still pretty chilly, but I'm glad to be outside. I came across this really nice marina. So nice. And there's this like little mountain here. It's actually really close to the hotel that I'm staying at. And there's a trail that you can climb up. But the reviews that I read are that like it's really steep and it's not for beginners, so I think I'll just pass on that.